fixed the game, stopped the crashing issue.
Yeah.
So we played through like 5 minutes. Basically, just got out of the early childhood stages and have not seen anything since then.
Yeah. And
We are now 16 years old.
my compulsive taking begins.
Okay, now that you're playing, stop what you're doing.
Okay.
Um, grab that bobblehead on your dad's desk.
You have found Vault Tech Limited Edition Bobblehead. The inscription base reads, "The smart man knows a bandage only hides his wounds." Oh, nice. Okay.
Permanent medicine skill increased by 10. There is one bobblehead for each of the main stats, which permanently increase each one by 1. And there is one bobblehead for each of the skills, which permanently increase them by 10. If you did not get that bobblehead now, you would never be able to get it again.
Wow.
There is only one other bobblehead that is permanently missable, and we will not be getting to it for a while, so I'll let you know when that one comes around.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this radiator looks like it has a face.
It kind of does.
Yeah. So that's...
Anyway, we might do Smash 4 after this, depending on how late it is.
Yeah,
No
not
promises.
Sure, not sure how far we'll get.
I wouldn't mind playing it, but we'll see how we feel.
Yeah, that radiator does look pretty dumb. I'm not going to tell Brenna what to do. I was just telling her to grab that because it's immediately easy to miss.
Oh, the take
I'm,
all.
I'm otherwise not going to be giving instructions unless she asks.
The take all button is different from Skyrim, I think.
Is it? I thought it was A.
I don't remember hitting A. I remember hitting like E for take all for some reason.
That's weird, huh? I don't know. I haven't played Skyrim much. I probably will eventually. I tend to not like the Elder Scrolls games, and I really don't know why.
What is it now, sir?
Well, I can't tell if it's a joke when it's in chat and there's absolutely no inflection to be read.
Now, sir.
Andy the robot. I feel like there should be some kind of cover on that blade.
Eh, it's alright. I'm sure people don't walk into
All
it.
set for the goat? Trust me, it
Goat.
really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through.
I bet I'll ace it.
I'm sure you will, especially since it's multiple choice.
I'm glad you said that. That's my favorite response.
We'll start as soon as everyone's found
Okay,
a seat.
then.
Good luck.
What's the point of it, then?
I think it like from what I remember adult telling, it's like
Find your seats.
you're... What is it again?
It's kind of pointless. What it does is it's supposed to, for people who are going through this for the first time, don't really know, it gauges what tag skills that you will have. It'll pick them automatically for you based on your answers to these questions. It's useless because immediately afterward you can just tell the teacher, hey, the test was wrong, let me pick my tag skills. And then even after we're done with the tutorial section, you can change everything about your character at the end. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just answer the questions however.
Sure thing, Mr. Brutch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get
What
started.
are you doing with this
I'm
camera?
trying to figure it out. I'm sorry.
A French vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer."
Quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber.
Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through
Is
the
his
door.
foot turning into a
The infection
sandcastle?
is spreading at
I
an
think it
alarming
is.
rate, but the doctor
What?
That's what it looks like.
What do you do?
For question 2?
Yes.
Hold on, let me catch up to it.
It's the infected patient one.
Oh.
Discover
I have never looked at that as a sandcastle before.
he's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do? Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault
I hate
101
baseball.
teams. Which position do you prefer?
I wish Vault had a soccer team. How do you play baseball in a vault anyway?
Your grandmother invites you to tea.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Surprised when she gives you a pistol.
There's not enough room for it in here.
Vault prison. Do
I like the happy grandma picture.
Ask for a minigun. After all, you don't want to miss.
Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again.
Can you speak up, Mr. Dude?
Old Mr. Abernathy.
Question 7.
My stomach has an arm coming out of
Been
it.
exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach.
I would say, hey, cool.
What's the best course of treatment?
Can I control the arm? That's the question.
Don't know. It doesn't tell you. The way this game works, usually yes, but
Grognak the Barbarian.
Issue number 1. What's the best way to obtain it? Question 9. You decided it would be fun to play a prank on your father.
I remember you doing the prank question, and then like none of them are pranks. I guess maybe the least bad one is the first one, maybe, because it doesn't
I don't-
actually cause harm to him. Loosen the
I
bolts.
can't.
Yeah. When the
I
sink is
can't choices, so I don't know.
when the
Oh,
sink is turned on, the restroom will flood. Because everything else like
Yeah.
causes pain to him, and I would not want to do that. So.
Question 10. Who
well,
is
the
the
bottom
most
one's kind of wrong anyway. I don't. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that the electric part of the razor is not grounded to the razor itself, but
whom we owe everything we have, including our lives?
Okay then.
The overseer. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3.
Nope, 4.
Pencils down,
it
people.
it really is a shame that you can't answer something different here.
I'm sure most of you didn't
I always
know
felt
this.
like there should have been a fifth answer that just said write in your own answer.
In this department. Don't
Gandalf.
forget to hand in your test before you leave. Don't want to know what happens to people who fail.
I thought you couldn't fail the
You
goat.
can have the rest of the day off to celebrate.
You can't. I don't know what he means by this. Oh, well, actually, come to think of it, in the story of the game, the goat is what the vault uses to determine what people will do for the rest of their lives. So I guess if you don't take it, or if you don't answer all the questions or something like that,
Oh,
then
God, my character looks like Data from Star Trek. Holy crap. Doesn't he, though? Like, I know it's not... I know you haven't really seen the show, so...
Yeah,
it looks
kinda,
like,
yeah.
God, that's
It's
scary.
just the expression, I
Yeah.
think. Yo, teach. Well, we've got frickin' Fonz in here.
Looks like Biff.
Long, long time. Allow me to savor the moment.
I can't tab out to make the, make it louder, so...
Yeah. Interesting. You surprised me, Butch.
so yeah, just talk to the teacher, and you can just completely interrupt whoever's talking to him at the moment. That's fine.
You're so full of it. That
But
is
Butch got to be a hairdresser.
Get out of my face.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Pip Boy programmer.
Pit
eh?
Boy programmer.
Stanley will
That doesn't
finally
sound
have
too
someone
bad.
Is that-
to talk shop with.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
That's what I usually get.
Well, that doesn't sound bad.
No, but if you want to pick your own tag skills, tell him that the stupid test got it wrong, and he'll just let you pick
Okay.
it.
Listen,
I might need
I
help
was
with
just
that,
as
just to make
obnoxious
sure
as your
that
age.
I don't screw up.
It's not going to matter right now. Like I said, you can change everything when you leave the vault.
test is a
Okay.
joke. If you don't like the results, we can make your goat come out anyway.
And really, the skills kind of do what they say on the tin anyway, so use your best judgment. You said you're going for a stealthy character, right?
Maybe like a stealthy, not really using explosions and stuff like that. I like.
The skills are, they do what they say on the tin. If you have questions about one, then ask, but...
Yeah.
Um,
Do I just click on
The barter one is racist
why?
because it has a turban.
Yay. It
Lol.
does. Where are my points at then? Do I just click on?
You can pick 3. The ones that have squares next to them are the ones that are picked. So you
Oh, I
click
see.
one that has a square next to it to disable it.
Okay.
Or you can hit R to reset, as it says up there on the right.
I say energy weapons, and then that's it. Just
Just
energy
everything
weapons.
in energy. Okay.
I say unarmed, unarmed, and unarmed again.
I do lockpick. Guess I'll do speech. Does that matter? Doesn't that attach to charisma, right?
Speech is the one that's percentage based. The higher your speech skill is, the better your percentage chance will be. So you put points into speech if you don't want to have to save and reload a lot. Then again, you might not be bothering with that anyway. So
Yeah.
it's up to you.
Okay. I'll do sneak, I suppose, and medicine sounds good.
Yeah, I was kind of noticing that the dialogue responses in this game, they're all either be literally Jesus or literally Hitler.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Well, there are a lot that have gray areas, but
I put it
okay.
in lockpick, medicine, and sneak. So,
that's fine.
okay.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm all done.
I would say,
I have
well,
completed.
we'll do that when we get to it.
Yeah. The outside world. Procreation is your civic duty. Thank you, Overseer.
For quality carpets, come to Kaplan's
Safety
Carpet
first.
Warehouse.
Caution laser. Caution laser. Ah. And then
You
I go
fool.
blind. 3 years later.
Nothing happened in that 3 years.
Literally nothing. You sat in your room.
Wake up!
I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up!
Well, clearly we did.
Don't be a smart mouth. This is serious.
Can't you tell by my
My
serious
father's
face?
men are looking for you. They've already killed Jonas. You've got to get out of here.
If your father killed Jonas, I'm going to make him pay.
You don't understand. It's your dad. He's left the vault. They think Jonas helped him. And they think you're part of it. You know how paranoid my father is anyway. This has pushed him right over the edge. You can worry about revenge later. Right now, you've got to get away before security gets here.
Stands there and makes a concerned
Sorry, I'm
face.
scrolling. I don't like
Just
the
her
scrolling
face.
thing.
Like, what the hell?
That's exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah, the
Listen,
faces
there's a
in this
secret
game
door
are
that
not the
leads
best.
Directly from my father's office to the exit.
Still better
You'll
than
have to
Unity.
hack the computer in his office to open it.
At least
Yeah,
they have
Ways to
faces.
get into his office. That's how I always
Yeah, that's true, but
We don't have time for this. Trust me, security doesn't know about the tunnel.
They
Just
might
my
not know.
father
They
and
might
you.
know about the tunnel.
Maybe this pistol I stole from my father will make you feel better. Go ahead, take it. And then let's get out of here. Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck. I'll meet you at the vault door if I can.
Time to loot my own room here, which there doesn't seem to be much here, other than all the things. Take all the things.
Take the lamp, take the chair.
there is a Grognak the Barbarian magazine in your dresser.
Oh,
Is this important?
take it all.
If you mouse over it, it'll tell you what it does.
Oh. What's inventory? Okay, ours.
Tab.
Okay, just like okay.
The controls will be largely similar to Skyrim. Everything will be similar to Skyrim. It's the same game.
Where's my inventory?
At the bottom where the big light is.
Oh,
items.
okay. Yeah, that's different. Okay.
You will be hitting tab and navigating this menu a lot. You will get very used to its layout.
This is the Barbarian WG2VAL50.
Value 50, I guess. Weight 2 is what I'm guessing that means.
I don't want to click it in case it, like...
If you click it, you use it. You can use it now if you want. It's a permanent increase. It's not temporary. However, there is a perk you can get pretty shortly that doubles the effectiveness of permanent stat boosts from
Okay.
these books. So you may
Yeah.
want to wait if for optimization purposes.
I feel
Also,
like...
I don't think you actually grabbed the one from the dresser. I think you didn't pick it up.
No, I got it.
No, we did.
Unless I'm mistaken. You did? Okay, you must have hit the all button then. Okay, I didn't.
I
didn't
usually
see
do
it.
take all, and then I sort it out later.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Well, to my experience, Fallout 3 doesn't hate Windows 7. I've tried it on 8 and I couldn't get it to work on 8, but that's because 8's a piece of shit anyway. I've never really had any problems with it on Windows 7. It doesn't
It does run
generally
like
have any issues.
to
In fact, the issue I found out that this game was having yesterday was Bethesda's programming fault, not Windows at all. There's a very common glitch with it apparently, where if you don't enable multi-threading for the entire game as a whole, it will continue to eat up memory as a memory leak until it crashes because there's no memory left.
Yeah,
That's
I
what was
asked you.
happening.
So what?
So that's Bethesda's fault, not
I'm
Windows.
sorry for the way I've always treated you. You
I
are
want to know
my
why
friend,
the Fonz is
okay?
in this game.
But it's my mom.
I like how
Ah,
you
he
just
felt
interrupted
it.
me with this fight, too.
Also, if you don't take the comprehension perk, I don't know what you're spending your perk points on. You're not doing it right. That was addressed to the chat. Not,
Oh, I
not-
was like, what'd I do?
Sure,
no, he
I-
didn't do anything wrong.
I'm hit.
I'll hate 8 as much as I want. As a computer technician, I have had quite enough of that OS. Quite enough. I'm tired of fixing computers with it. I'm tired of trying to use it. I'm tired of its BS. I've seen the preview for Windows 10, and I don't really know what to make of it, other than it looks like they might be doing a good job fixing 8. That's what it looks like, but I can't be sure.
I'm a terrible shot. I'm
We
just
did it!
missing
Uh,
it.
My mom's
The
gonna
good
be
news
okay.
is you don't have
You're
to
the best
be.
friend I've ever had,
The
man.
next time you get into
Hey,
combat,
I
hit
know it
V,
isn't
and
much,
you will find out
but I
why.
want you to have my
V?
tunnel snake's jacket.
V.
Go
V,
ahead,
okay.
take it.
Oh, thanks for the jacket. Okay.
Oh, yeah, story about why they decided not to name Windows 9 Windows 9. I actually looked into that. The reason they skipped to 10 is because they didn't want people buying the OS to feel like it was an incremental increase from the last OS. They wanted people to feel like it was an entirely new thing. That's great and all, except that it's an incremental increase from the last OS. All they're doing is fixing Windows 8, which is fine, but their logic is terrible in
Yeah,
that
like, just call it Windows 8 Good Edition.
game. Even Windows 9 is kind of silly. Probably Windows 8.2 would have been more appropriate.
How do I put my gun away? I'm pressing R.
Hold R, not press.
Oh, that's weird.
Press R is reload, hold R is
Okay.
holster weapon.
Not sure where I'm going, but I will keep going.
If you look on the lower left, you'll see your compass. There's a little pointer on it that tells you where you should be going.
I see.
If you go into your Pip-Boy and look at the local map, the map will actually show you exactly where you need to go and how you might get there. It's under the data tab if you're trying to find it.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Did you know that to sneak or crouch, you can push left control? It's been telling you that for a while.
I can't
I know.
F5. Oh wait, okay, it worked.
can't?
Okay. I just thought it wasn't working at first. OV.
Gotta love the rad roach.
Welcome to the Vault Tech Assist targeting system or VATS. VATS displays the chance you will hit along with the condition of each body part. Mouse 1, attack your target. Mouse 2, cancel an attack. E, accept your actions. Left click on the left or right arrows to switch to a new target. Okay.
It didn't explain it very well. Here's the deal with VATS. It's basically plan your attacks in advance and let the computer attack for you. You can only do it as many times as you have points to distribute into doing this.
Oh,
But a lot of times, if you're trying to make like tough shots or you just don't feel like bothering, you can just go into this and let the computer do it.
Okay.
One thing it doesn't tell you is any attack that you use in VATS has a damage boost to it. So attacking in VATS there's never a reason not to do it, pretty much.
Oh.
I mean, unless you're trying to save points or you just don't feel like it,
Yeah.
you know. Just running and gunning is acceptable, but
Oh,
not as efficient.
The hell?
there's a little
What?
leg dancing around.
That is what
Nice.
the fuck.
It's fucking creepy.
Is it the red roach leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very glitchy physics objects. They almost always do that. It's okay. That's not the first time you'll see that either. I remember one time I killed an enemy that had a unique sniper rifle, and I had a really hard time because I was trying to go through the game without using the developer console. And when I killed this person, her body, like every single part of her body scattered in a different direction, but it stayed physically attached. So like it stretched in all directions,
Oh, wow.
right? And it moved up and like started colliding with itself and doing some really weird things. So I had to sit there and like throw things at it to try to knock it out of the sky to get the body down so I could loot it so I could get the unique rifle.
That's awesome.
It was really stupid. Yeah, welcome to the Gamebryo engine. This shit happens for no reason. It bounces around, collides with itself, explodes, and not in the traditional sense. The game crashes when it feels like it, and I do mean when it feels like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky it was me who
Sorry, I
found you. The others
accidentally
won't
shot
be
you,
so
dude.
forgiving.
It wasn't an
I don't
accident.
know
I see
what you're
that.
It might have
I
been
don't
an
want to know.
accident.
Just clear out of here, and I'll pretend I never saw you.
He'll be alright.
That's a real shame.
He's not going anywhere.
I can't believe what they did to Jonas. Officer Mack was just out of control. But you're a good kid. You didn't do anything to deserve
Is
this.
he essential?
Go find your dad if you can.
No, he is not essential, I don't believe. You can kill him.
Oh.
But, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
I would say bullets.
You're the one everybody's looking for, right? It's none of my business. Me and Aunt, I'm not sure how I could help.
I know stim packs are good.
Stimpy. That's it. Just Stimpy.
Well, that's enough contribution for one day.
It's enough internet for the day.
Don't you see?
It's never enough internet for the day.
I'm not gonna let anyone stop us.
Ah!
Something wrong? I can't actually tell what's going on.
I'm
So.
just using this thing. This,
Oh, getting used to that?
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're gonna have to get used to a lot of this game's.
It's definitely
Shenanigans.
different from used to.
Yeah, definitely the Elder Scrolls games don't have anything like this, but you'll find that this definitely has its uses and is handy in certain situations.
I might-
Especially when you're using like really inaccurate weapons, I think it kind of helps.
I might be out of bullets.
I think you're out of bullets. That's okay. You should be able to take out your baseball bat and just beat the crap out of them.
Okay.
You should have a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Also, loot the bodies because they probably have bullets.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You kidding me? After Skyrim, I loot everything.
Oh yeah. You okay? That's right. You do know Bethesda looting rules.
Take everything and search through it later. That's how I get over encumbered way too much in that game.
Surprised you're not already over encumbered.
Stuff doesn't weigh very much that she's picked up so far.
I can't pick lock.
Also, I think I've probably gone on a rant about this before, and I think you guys are probably already aware. But even though the game says over encumbered is not a word.
Yeah, that's true.
What they mean is encumbered.
Yeah.
Bethesda just doesn't know English.
Yeah.
I can't even try to pick the door to the vault.
No, because your lockpick skill is not 100. That's a
Oh.
very hard one.
Jesus. Okay.
Basically, every time Bethesda makes a new game, they change the way lockpicking works. I don't know why. If you really want to go through that door, you can developer console.
I'm not gonna develop a console this early on.
Okay.
I'll try and be good. I only started developer console with Skyrim because I'd already beaten it, so. Give me
Okay.
your meat.
Just saying, when the game inevitably glitches out,
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
rep-
I know I'm gonna have to eventually because like, programming. But
yeah.
Where's your health listed?
I think at the bottom,
It's in the lower left.
I'm not in too good a
Oh,
shape.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to heal soon here, if not right now. You can stop combat at any time by pulling up tab and do that.
Yeah. He's got one bit left. I can do it. Let's see. Aid. Stim pack. Oh, I got 11 of them. Nice. How much did that do? I didn't do too much. So I'll do another one. Okay. I never know if it's saving or not. Okay, there we go. An accessible door. An accessible door. Hard work is happy work.
A clean sewer is a happy sewer.
Never leave an unplugged plug unplugged.
Why do I keep hearing like a chinging noise?
That's whenever you get experience, I think.
Oh.
It is.
Remember, always wash your hands after washing your hands.
Well, hold on. I thought it was before washing your hands.
I guess either way is true.
2 of these riches are already dead. Weird. If I can't use it, I can sell it.
That's true.
Sorry if anybody's annoyed with the way I loot things. I usually look at it afterwards.
I usually look at things as I'm looting them, but you also don't have a perception of what's worth your time to
Yeah,
pick up. So
Exactly, so...
Well, and every single one of these is just going to be rad roach meat,
Well,
so...
well, that too, but like in drawers and stuff. Don't you dare say anything.
Stop in the name of the overseer.
I don't know, Custard, was it you? No, I don't know. Just the weird archaeological find that we found with Barber the Big Dip.
I knew you'd turn up soon.
Yeah, I do have to check that computer. It was hard for me to explain this in text, but since you're like able to hear me explain it now, as for the original sprite sheet, I know I had it on my old, like my original laptop, aka the Tandy, which it's completely unusable, if only just because of the power cord. Like the hard drive could be taken out, but I wouldn't know what to do with it. There could be
I
a
can
backup.
help you with that.
Hmm?
I can help you take out the hard drive and extract data from it. It's really easy.
My God,
Okay. I mean, I don't know if there's really anything else of value on there, but maybe one day I'll go through it. Anyway, it might be saved on my second laptop, but that one is also unusable. And actually, I'm not even sure if we still have it. But at one point, the majority of my files that
Oh.
I had back in the day...
That was the Overseer?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Did you just kill
I think I killed the Overseer.
yeah.
I just...
You were running in, gunning, not paying attention. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Killing him is a valid solution to this. There is a non-violent solution, but it doesn't matter too much. The only thing it affects is a quest later. That's it.
Oops. It's like, killed
And
your
it doesn't
father. What are
make
you
you fail
talking
the test.
about?
You're okay.
So
It's all right.
anyway,
It's okay.
to finish what I was saying, the majority of my, like, old files from the laptops, just any, like, text documents, images, stuff that I've determined worth saving, should be on one of Brenna's old 12-year-old desktop computers, which, if I had the time and patience to try and boot it up, and then wait the half an hour it takes to actually load, I could probably get stuff off of it, so I can look at that later. I just haven't wanted to bother with it at all.
When you do feel like bothering with it, I can give you the steps to go through and get data off that hard drive. It's not that hard.
Hold on, Jonas. I need to record this first. I
Oh, there's no
don't
subtitles for
really
this.
know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know.
I can't really hear
So many
him.
things could have
Can
gone
you give a
wrong.
gist on the note from Dad?
No
I don't know what's happening.
react when you find out.
I'm just listening to the
It's
note
best
from
if you
Dad.
blame everything on me.
Oh, I don't remember what it says. I can guess what it probably says. It says,
You're an
I need to leave the
Oh.
vault to find some answers. I need to go to this place and start asking people.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it started subtitles once I tabbed out of
I
it.
can't tell
Okay.
you why I left or
That
where
was
I'm
weird.
going. I don't want you to follow me. God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will
It's
be
kind of an
enough.
asshole-ish move, though. Just leave without me.
Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead. Goodbye. I love you.
I feel bad. I kind of killed her dad by accident.
It's all right. Most likely, he was gonna die anyway.
And the over-encumbrance begins. Excellent. Let's see. I think I have a lot of jumpsuits I picked up that I can get rid of.
You have a lot of stuff you can get rid of.
Yeah. How do you drop in this game?
Right click.
Excellent. I will keep an extra jumpsuit, I suppose. Ooh, security armor. That sounds better than what I've got going on.
Yes, it is. Left
I've got
click.
7 of them.
I don't think you need 7 of them. Pro tip: the better your item condition is, the more effective it is at doing whatever job it's supposed to be performing. You can repair articles of clothing and weapons and things with other weapons and articles of clothing of the same kind by pressing R
Okay.
in the menu. That is.
I drop all the clothes on the floor.
Yeah, they literally just appear in a pile in front of you, which is excellent because if you do that for enough objects, they'll actually like explode
Yeah,
and scatter.
like the cheese wheels.
Yeah, I like the cheese wheels.
Okay.
Anyway, with our setup here, the mic was, like, literally just right in between us, so if one of us is louder than the other, it's just due to a matter of, like, a few centimeters.
Yeah.
Your mic also might not be omnidirectional. There's that to consider.
Oh god, this
Microphone.
computer thing.
Can and do have a preference for which direction they pick up audio from. But I can hear you both just fine.
Use the Overseer's computer to access the secret tunnel. Open the vault door. Okay.
Were you able to get through? Oh, you didn't have to do the password game because you had the password. That's right. I didn't play Oblivion a lot, so no, I don't know anything about an item dupe glitch. It doesn't surprise me, since Oblivion was even more broken than Fallout 3, but...
Shoot the roach 7 times.
I have a problem with that roach shooting, apparently. I'll get better.
Yeah, you will. It'll just take some practice. Also, it's not entirely your fault. Your character does have aim, and your character, as you see, he's swaying the gun back and forth, and then your gun skill isn't very high, and the weapon isn't very accurate. All of these come into play.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hold right mouse button to aim, but on this little pistol, it's not going to do very much.
Get goofy.
Escape the vault.
Yay. Photoshop the dancing gif if you're me with a gun that's firing wildly.
Yay. Let us in.
Josh. Okay, so this is the opportunity at which you will be able to change anything about your character. Because we're done with the vault. There is one piece of advice that I would like to give you when you leave here.
So you say.
You are, as soon as you leave the vault, going to get a level, and you will be able to distribute skill points. Go ahead and do whatever you want, but when you distribute those skill points after reaching level 2, make sure explosives is at least 25. After that, it doesn't matter what you do with it, at least have it 25 for now.
Okay.
The reason being, in order for you to get a house of your own, it's really easy to do, but your explosive skill has to be 25.
Also, Brawl Purist says, before stepping outside, I want you to keep in mind this game takes 200 years, takes place 200 years after the war, and you might realize why this game is really dumb.
Okay, so before I leave forever, I may revise your character. Okay, so you're talking about making sure that the explosives is at 25?
Yeah, explosives needs to be 25.
On tag
Hell
skills?
is this Doge picture?
Well then.
No, not necessarily. Like I said, as soon as you leave the vault, you're going to get a level and you'll be able to distribute skill points.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'll go
just
ahead
make sure that it's 25 when you're done here.
Alright.
God damn it.
What?
I went to go to Twitch, and apparently my finger slid upwards slightly.
Just open it again, it's okay.
So stupid.
Welcome to the Capital Wasteland.
Whimsical music.
It's kind of... The music was intended to be not really whimsical, but kind of mysterious sounding, and because this is the first time your character is seeing what happened to the world outside. You've never left the vault, so...
And it is immediately interrupted with a level up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I've got 18 skill points, damn. Okay.
Everything into energy weapons.
No. Okay, so explosives is at 19, so 20...
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Not 25. You can leave it at 20, and that will be fine as well. Just, it can't go below 20.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a temporary boost we can give it to get it to 25, so that's fine. And as far as anything else goes, it's whatever you want. Whatever you think is most useful.
Alright. Medicine increases the amount you heal, I assume?
Yes, from all healing sources, pretty much, especially stim packs. It also affects some dialogue options, and it, well, that's about it. It lets you get unique dialogue options, which later on will be important, but not anytime soon.
Okay, so.
Also, it's a little early for this now since none of your skills are anywhere near it. Don't let any skill get above 90, because of the bobbleheads.
Above 90, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the bobbleheads permanently add 10, right? So if you add more than 90 to a skill, then the bobblehead is wasted somewhat,
Alright.
right?
Are you caught up with what I've put in the points in?
Oh, I suppose.
Does it
Looks
look
like you
okay?
stopped moving your mouse. Uh, explosives is fine, so yeah.
Okay.
I would say you could take 2 points out of explosives and put them into something else if you wanted.
Okay.
Wow, much dinner.
I-
Is a Twinkie on fire.
I like the Fallout Doge.
And then there's a big Doge, and there's a Twinkie on fire, apparently.
Okay then. Okay, well, now I'm on a different screen here.
It's asking you what perk you want to take. If you mouse over the perk, it'll tell you what it does and how many ranks of it there are. You can when you only get to pick one per level, but you click the perk and then you hit E, I think, to continue. Go ahead and read through them, see which one you like the most. I would advise not taking any perk that says increases this skill by this many points. Never take those.
Oh, like the one that says you gain 5 points of melee and 5 points of explosives.
Yeah,
whatever.
they're useless. They're a waste of a perk. And I say that because by the time you reach max level, all of your skills will be 100 almost guaranteed.
Oh,
Like,
okay, just like
it's not
Skyrim.
yeah, just like Skyrim. I would advise taking Lady Killer because it offers unique dialogue choices, but you don't have to. Intense training is useful. Swift learner is nice if you want to get through things faster. It's whatever you want to do. You can take intense training 10 times over the course of the game, so it can give you 10 permanent stat increases.
And that's the charisma, intelligence, all that?
The special, yes.
Okay, alright.
That's your actual stats, not your skills.
Right.
I can't sing Septemberfest because I don't know what it is. I could sing Numa Numa, but I won't. However, I will sing, "Why are you listening to this when you could drink a Pepsi and collect points, get a free CD with songs from different artists like Faith Hill, Sugar Ray, and Busta Rhymes, Hootie, and the Blowfish. 160 songs so you can customize your own mix. Hey, everybody feel the joy of Pepsi, nice and fizzy. You can listen to the stupid song or create your own CD."
Well then.
I like that song.
I like the Swift Learner idea.
It's handy. It's not necessary.
I feel
go ahead
judgment.
and request-
It's
If
either
you go
that
through
or
your
intense
quest,
training.
you will get to the max level. There's not really a concern you'll get to the max level. However, if you want to get there a little faster, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'll do intense training then, because that sounds useful.
It is incredibly useful. I always take intense training 10 times. The level cap in this game is 30, so
Alright, and now for my point assignment, I will do... I guess agility. Yeah. Okay. I am done. Now we can scenically overlook this valley here.
Yes. And there's also stepping on the beach. Stepping on the beach.
I will be immediately
Well,
looking at...
purists are not correct. There are a lot of skill checks that require certain skills to be over a certain amount in order to get them. In Fallout 3 and New Vegas.
A riverboat has docked at the mouth of the pond.
Oh, yeah, this is the point where all the DLCs are going to start loading all at once.
Oh, okay.
You can just hit OK on every single one.
Okay.
There are 5 DLCs, so you now have 5 quests. Each of the quests is to go start the DLCs.
Okay.
You should start none of them before level 15.
Right. We'll just
It
stare
is
at the beautiful
arguable that
textures.
you could go do Operation Anchorage and make yourself really overpowered really early, but then you'd have to go do Operation Anchorage.
The hashtag selfie song is a little bit
I will
shitty.
be looking into, like, some kind of texture pack, I think. I'm sure there's some.
No, I did check the wiki, and I could have sworn that this was the case. It is the case. Fallout 3 has unique dialogue options Not only for different skills, but for different stats as well, being over a certain amount or below a certain amount. So
I feel very naked wandering around an open world without a sword. I'm just gonna say that.
you have a pistol, you're fine. You also have a baseball bat.
But it's different.
From what I
I
remember,
can't
pull it
just
out.
I just can't hack through tons of things anymore.
You will get weapons that will make you feel like you can hack through things again.
Okay.
hopefully you
gonna
don't
save-
mind me just kind of talking to the chat here.
No, it's okay.
From what I remember, I did a non-melodic version of the Wow Wow Wubsy song in one of the Dr. Wily's Revenge videos. Basically, just like I kind of read I read out the lyrics in as little of a tune as possible. I don't really know why, but that's how I remember doing it.
Remember, your current objective is marked on the compass. I mean, if you want to wander around, that's fine. You can,
Yeah.
and this game encourages it. But if you're just trying to go to where you need to go, it's there.
What was that thing?
I don't remember charisma being used as an actual check a lot. It's just because speech comes up a lot. Strength and intelligence, yeah, get used fairly often. Intelligence, most of any. But then again, there's no reason your intelligence should ever be below 9, so...
Herp-a-dirt.
Garlic sandwich.
Spread, sandwich spread.
Plop the ham nicely, please.
No, they can also have checks to skills like guns or medicine, for all. They do and can. Check any one of the skills. I would advise checking medicine, because it has a list of them right there, but... There, it does.
I'm insufferable with Havoc Engine games, I'm sorry.
And I'm having the problem with this game as I did with
It's brown.
Skyrim. No, it's the textures and the quick moving camera hurt my eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That I find that really unusual. Can you handle other first-person games?
I haven't really played
I mean,
that many. The only ones I've
Well,
really
you played
are
TF2.
TF2
That's
it
cartoony,
doesn't
though.
have. It's like cell shaded. It doesn't have this crap where it's like
It's the realistic textures
the
that annoy
ground.
him.
Like I mean, I wouldn't say the textures are good by any means, but
No, they're not.
they're spackled enough. Like the ground, you can see like individual pebbles, and it's just like little bright points against a darker background. And when you move the camera around quickly, it's like really kind of I don't know.
I'm sorry. I can't help but move quickly.
I know.
Oh,
I'm like a ninja.
I see. I'm sorry, Josh.
It's okay. I mean, it's not that bad.
He's like that with Skyrim too, so
Yeah, I
he's used
could
to
not
it.
watch you play Skyrim. But yeah, the only FPS
Ah,
games I've
it-
ever played are Metroid Prime, TF2,
And
the
those are
Portal
cartoony.
games,
Yeah.
and
I wonder if it would help if maybe if we turn off the bloom, because there's a lot of brightness going on, and that adds a lot of depth to all the
it's
texture.
not that bad, really.
Yeah.
If I
Is
look, if
this
I
not
look
as
at
bad
the,
as Skyrim was?
If I look at the iPad window with the lower quality, it's a lot better because it's kind of muddled. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm not seeing every individual pedal.
Is it just like your eyes are being overloaded with information?
I think so. It's
Huh, that's
I don't know,
interesting.
it's just it's like too much movement.
Maybe you have some motion sickness.
I've never had a problem with it before Skyrim, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Huh.
Skyrim was like the first realistic first-person, well, realistic-ish looking game that I had for a while. So there's a person up there.
What is it? The guy in the sniper's nest? Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Strange thing, you can't get up to him, from what I know. I don't think you can get up there. He has a name and everything, and I'm pretty sure he has dialogue, but you can't actually get up there without cheating.
Welcome to Megaton. The bomb is perfectly safe. We promise.
Spoilers, it's not safe.
I don't think it is either.
Okay, you will want to quick save before you
Always.
walk in the main door here, because you will be immediately addressed by someone that has a speech check that is a low percent. So, if you wanted to be able to reload for it, you have the option. I like how you're trying to climb the city walls. What are you? What is this?
I'm playing a Bethesda game. That's what I do.
How do you think they're gonna feel if you just come in by climbing over the walls?
That hat.
Friendly and well mannered.
Nice hat, Calamity Chain.
I mean, like, half of my time in Skyrim is spent seeing how far up the mountain I can get. You know, so...
Unfortunately, because there's no horses or vehicles of any kind in this game, you can't really...
Yeah.
There's not a lot of scaling to be had here. There also aren't really any mountains. Like, there's straight-up cliffs, but no gradual slopes, at least not often.
It's a shame.
What do you want to know? The town's named after the bomb that's sitting in the middle of it. Hasn't gone off.
I really feel this is a big mistake to build a town around a bomb.
Yeah, probably questionable, you know.
Who would build a town around a bomb? That's crazy.
It's not like the place was put up overnight. Megaton's been here for decades. Been growing and growing ever since. Started out as a small settlement of people trying to get into Vault 101. When they were denied, they stuck around here. Some of them started worshiping the thing like a god. Now we've got a whole goddamn church.
God, I was gonna make a sewer mutants joke, and the game pretty much just made it for me.
By now,
What?
most people don't give a
In
shit.
Futurama, they have a
If it
church
ain't
where they
gone off
worship
by
a
now,
giant
it never
bomb.
will.
Yay.
I respectfully disagree.
I suppose that makes
Oh.
sense because religion will always pop up somewhere.
Yeah, it will. This particular religion is pretty damn stupid, but...
I can maybe disarm the bomb?
Well, I will say this. I had you put how many points into explosives that I did for a reason.
Oh, okay.
Oh, easy. If you get the job done,
100 caps.
100 caps in it for
You have two choices with this bomb. Since you're getting into the quest, you can disarm it, or you can arm it.
Is this that speech check? It's 4%.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
Okay. I don't feel like reloading for a 4%, but hopefully I'll get it. No,
Not
I
an
didn't
option.
get it.
It's okay. Yeah, you won't be getting it. It's alright. It would take a lot of reloading to do it, and you have to go through the dialogue every time. It's okay if you don't want to. It's not that much money, it really isn't.
Yeah, I don't want to reload too much, unless I die by stupid means. Okay, let's see.
It's okay.
Looking for my dad.
It's no big deal.
To think of it, I do remember
Did you actually accept the quest to disarm it, or...
I did.
You know the
Okay,
kind of
just
man
making sure.
who's got a purpose. Spend some time up in the saloon. Might want to check with Moriarty. Just watch yourself. That man's trouble.
Yeah, with this bomb here, this quest, you can finish it right now. You have the skills and everything to do it. I would advise it, because this is the only point in the game at which you can get your own living quarters,
Okay.
more or less. It's the only proper living place. You can choose. If you disarm the bomb and save Megaton, you get a house here. And 100 caps reward, whatever.
Yeah.
Big. However, there's a guy in town that will hire you to arm the bomb and go with him to Tenpenny Tower, and you will get an apartment there, which is quite fancy. He will give you 1,000 caps, but the settlement of Megaton will be leveled, and you will get to see an atomic explosion, which is pretty cool. But your karma becomes very negative.
But maybe that's not a good idea.
You can do whichever one. I
Yeah.
mean, it is perfectly valid to either do an evil run or a good run.
I want to
Either...
do. I usually try and do a good run my first way through RPGs, so.
Okay.
Up at Moriarty's
I'd probably look up a video on the other one.
Dr. Nova. She'll help you out.
Okay.
some steep stairs right off the bat.
You're looking to trade, stranger?
Yeah, but you can climb them just fine, surprisingly.
The hell?
There's a mutant cow.
Yeah, that's a cow.
That's a bit. I'm not sure what that is.
That's a cow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about it though, other than it's kind of terrifying.
It's pretty nasty. You can cow tip it.
But that's not possible in real life. Sheldon proved it.
The words of the prophet of Adam.
Writhing in the filth of humanity.
Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Quick save.
Okay.
Go
What?
into the developer console, click on him, and type disable, because I'm tired of shit.
No, he's fine.
He's not fine.
I'm used to.
He won't shut up.
I'm used to the one crier, town crier. I love listening to the one in Skyrim. He's so funny.
But this guy isn't funny.
I did shoot him though.
He's annoying.
There's a restaurant. Oh, I see it.
And they somehow got Japanese neon letters for this restaurant, which I don't know where they got those.
The Brass Lantern. Looks like somebody knows Japanese.
You should do the.
No.
Not during a stream.
Oh, but it's excellent though.
Busy guy.
I agree, it is excellent, but
Well, goddamn. You're new, right?
I am new.
I've got to admit.
Don't care. Shut up.
What's on the menu? Blamco mac and cheese.
Blamco.
Fancy
This game is very explosion themed. I don't really know why. I mean, I can't imagine, but
Oh, I don't have any caps. I think I can sell stuff, I'm sure, by now, though.
yeah, you can. You've got an entire inventory of crap you're just carrying around.
I'm awesome that way. What does the conductor do?
It is a miscellaneous junk item. You can use it with 3 other items to make a custom weapon at a workbench, but you have to have the blueprints to do it, so you can't do it with it alone. And conductors otherwise serve no purpose. They are miscellaneous garbage.
That will be sold then. Okay, empty soda bottles can be sold. Excellent. Keep my eyeglasses because those are cool. Jet.
It is a drug that gives you some kind of speed boost. However, you can become addicted to it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do an addiction run yet.
It is weightless, so I always pick them up, but I always sell them.
Mm.
I never use them. They're not very handy.
Med-X, the same thing.
Med-X is actually useful. It's a drug that's not as addictive. You can get addicted to it, but it reduces damage that you take. I always keep that on me because it's incredibly handy.
Okay. I got a paperweight.
However, if you want to sell it, you can. But the Med-X can be a lifesaver. It is interesting that the Japanese version renames the Fat Man weapon to the Nuka Launcher, but does not change the weapon mod in Fallout New Vegas' name from Fat Man Little Boy to anything else.
I think I'm at the point where the shopkeeper doesn't have enough money, and I think I went over that. How do I?
Take stuff back from him until the arrow in the middle becomes not transparent.
Okay.
Because, yeah, you definitely don't want to,
Yeah, I just noticed that.
There's a shopkeeper up on, the second story of this place that has quite a chunk of money. There's also a person who will sell you stim packs right across the street here.
Come back anytime.
And those are pretty expensive, so chances are you can work out a trade with him.
Just a bowl of noodles here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is, a restaurant, so...
Crispy squirrel bits.
Don't even think of breaking into that. Always good to see a new face.
Does this have a Skyrim problem where you walk into a room and everything just explodes?
What? In what way? Yes? Oh, yes, please. 1 or 2? 2, please. Thank you. I'm sorry, what did you mean?
Like sometimes when you walk into a room, into your house in Skyrim, like everything just kind of falls off shelves and stuff.
Not that I've seen in this game. I haven't even seen that happen in Skyrim before.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of
I don't
annoying.
know. If you mean that the physics related to items sitting in the environment is glitchy and they can fall through things, yes, that's true. So, when later on in the game, when you get valuable items that you don't want to carry with you, never just drop them in your house. Just put them in a locker or
Yeah.
something so that they're safe. Because if you don't, I guarantee you will come back eventually, and it will have fallen to the world. And no, you won't be able to get it back.
Yeah. Oh god,
Because
burn
that
books
happened
here.
to me. Wait, what house did you walk into?
Something called Lucy, I think. Maybe. Let me check. Lucy West's house.
Oh, okay.
I'm debating if I
Lucy
should.
West, she is most likely at the bar right now. It's worth talking to her. She has a quest for you.
Ugh, I'm so used to hitting escape for exiting out of things.
I'm sorry. You
And
can
I'm
change
used to hitting E to take things, so like hitting E right now to
you
exit.
can change it, I think.
Hmm.
Did you want to change it real quick? I'm pretty sure you can.
Now I'm getting used to it, so like.
No. Change it.
Let me check here the controls real quick. Settings.
There
I
should be a
guess.
place where you can change it.
Yeah. Action mapping. Here we go. Okay,
I have not
activate
heard of
as E.
Coca-Cola Life. What is this?
I enjoy vanilla Coca-Cola.
I used to. I think I
That's-
like got sick of it after a while. Haven't had it in a long time though.
Looks like there's nothing that I can change for like take all and stuff.
Well,
It's okay. I'll get used to it.
that's true. Well, I wonder. Well, that wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, I'll get used to it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Ooh, it's getting darker. There's still birds?
I bet we could change it in the configuration file, but we'd have to do it when the game's not running.
Yeah. I guess I can do the bomb thing then.
What's happening?
Yeah, that is one of the first things you should do. However, your explosive skill needs to be 25 and it is not.
Oh,
There is an item that you can buy that will let you increase it by 5 points. The citizens of this town may or may not have it. It is called Mentats. It counts as an addictive drug. So the general store owner might have some at random. The person who runs the clinic might have some. Those are the only two people I can think that might have it. Oh, someone in the bar might have some. Those
Okay.
are some places you might look to buy it. Shouldn't be very expensive.
Alright.
I'm Doc Church, and I run this clinic. If you do bother me,
And
you
he's
better
an
be
asshole.
Damn near dead. Follow my rule.
Buy medical supplies?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He has stim packs, but
Yeah, you'll probably want to get those too, but they're pretty expensive.
yeah. He does not have any Mentos though.
No? Okay, try the general store then. It's, the general store is literally directly above his store. There's a ramp leading up to it, on the left as you exit.
I'm used to hitting escape to get out of dialogue too. Okay, to the left. Then welcome to restrooms, common luxury apartments, supplies. Okay.
It's locked for a reason.
Holy crap! I like went up to the door, and it was green, and I hit E, and it turned red.
Yeah, it's because it locks at precisely a certain time.
That's amazing.
Hit the T key, and you can wait.
Oh, okay, just like Skyrim. When does it open?
8 in the morning, I believe, 8 or 9.
Okay.
I like how you can just stand around for
Yeah.
9 hours.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
At least it actually.
Yep,
Oh.
my business.
Oh.
What?
You'll see.
God damn it.
I'm just gonna sit here a moment and let Joel catch up.
I'm trying to think what music should go with this.
I don't know.
I have never seen her.
Oh, she got off. Okay.
God damn it, Bethesda. What the hell is this? She's supposed to spawn behind the counter, not on it. What is this?
She made it off. She's okay. I love.
Okay, she has a very long quest for you.
Oh, I love Bethesda games because of that.
God damn it. What kind of programming is that?
He was like, I did not expect that at all.
That's straight from the vault. I haven't seen
I
that
didn't
in
either. I've
for
never seen her
years.
do that.
And we've got no lit movement.
Oh, there
so
she
there
goes.
it
Okay.
I've
Moira Brown.
I've been playing this game for years, and I've still not seen all the bugs that can happen with this.
That was great.
I'm working on a book about the wasteland.
This
It'd be
fucking
great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you?
Does she have 5 o'clock shadow?
No, she's a
no, she does not.
I know, but-
She's kind of freckled.
I'm pretty sure
Just
I remember
looked
a
at
girl
Oh,
coming
I
into
see what you
town
mean. The
about
lighting's just
10,
weird.
12 years ago? She didn't know a thing about the wastes, and I knew she'd get herself hurt without some sort of
So yeah,
protection.
Bethesda's programming
So I
pretty
offered to
good.
armor her vault suit. Never saw her again. Probably died out there, poor thing. In a way, she gave me the... Great! Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life.
I was sent as an ambassador from the
Oh,
Utopia.
come on, you gotta say in the main room I can't even see the ceiling.
Bow before my glory.
That's the one I always say.
It was cramped, dark, and the food sucked. I wouldn't say it's paradise, that's for sure. Do these affect alignment of some sort?
What, these choices?
Yeah. No.
They will affect this quest you're about to get is a very long quest in which you will help her conduct research for a book she's writing. The actual outcome of the book is not very important. It is ideal if the book is as best as it can possibly be. These are basically, you get to choose what the introduction will be like.
I see.
The thing where I can't even see the ceiling is a comedic opening.
Yeah.
If you do the one that's an ambassador from Vault 101, then you come off as a dick.
Yeah.
You know, it's common sense stuff. Pick whichever one you think you would actually put in a book.
I do
We will
like the.
take 20
I also
minutes
like
on
the
this
outside one.
Yeah, you wouldn't imagine how hard it is to replace that big light bulb up there, too. That's great
Very
for a forward.
Condescending
Open with
voice.
a joke and all that.
She
sounds a
has a
little
very
ditzy.
saccharine
Need it. Good for the book.
vocab
In fact,
and
want to help me
speech,
with the
as it
research?
were.
I can pay you.
She
It'll be
is
fun.
extremely happy-go-lucky. She doesn't mean to be condescending.
She sounds like she's
She
from
just-
Montana.
She's just kind of airheaded and very head in the clouds and very saccharine.
Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes,
Yeah.
right?
Wisconsin.
People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that
No
happens.
offense to any Wisconsins who may or may not be in
then
the chat.
they just yell a lot at me with mean words. Good enthusiasm. Now, I think the first chapter
Good enthusiasm!
Seems like where it
Literally,
isn't
my
safe to
comparison
find
for what
food,
she sounds
the
like
dangers
is
of
she's a first grade
radiation,
teacher. That's what she is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
from
pretty
dangerous
much.
landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't
Should
it?
make pizza.
Which do you want to do first?
I could make pizza.
Hey, you need to watch out with Bethesda games and walls because apparently putting a bowl up against one can force you through it at such a velocity that you die if you don't clip through it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, it's how they do that
That's how the
speedrun.
Skyrim speedrun does it. In the Skyrim speedrun, the way you get through places is you take a bowl or similarly round object and you like pick it up with Z with the physics engine, point it at the wall, and just run at the wall straight.
It's
And if you
great.
do it at the right angle, the bucket will be but you will be between the bucket and the wall. Your hitbox will go through the wall. The bucket will rocket behind you literally as fast as it can possibly go with a huge amount of force, and you will clip through.
Oh, you're a
If you don't do it at the right angle, the bucket will still ricochet backward at a high velocity, but you will be in front of it and it will kill you.
That's how you can, like, get hurt from all the rocks and stuff in the game.
It's really stupid.
I guess I'll go start the pizza.
Yes, please.
And then we can eat it very annoyingly.
Well, it's not like we're in the mic.
Oh, I couldn't do that. It'd be a real blow to those nice folks in the church. Besides, it's not like that bomb ever hurt anyone. Live and let live, right? Sure thing. I'm an open book. What do you want to know? Oh, I haven't got nearly the experience in the wastes that you do. If I tried half of these things, I'd get my head blown off. At least you look like you can really handle yourself out there. All I'm good at is coming
Okay.
up with the ideas and fiddling with junk for caravans.
So, obviously the reason you came in here was to look at the shop.
Yeah.
So I guess go ahead and do that. It's a good thing that you picked to do the radiation first, because you can get that done right here, right now, pretty easily, and get, you know, some experience for it and all that good stuff.
Mm.
This quest has 3 sections, each of which have 3 parts, just like the one you're in now. So that's how long this quest is. It's pretty damn long.
Okay. She does have min tats, is that it?
Yeah, mentats. You want to just buy one.
Okay. She's only got one, so.
She'll probably have some stim packs. She's also got a ton of bullets, weapons. Pick up whatever you know you need.
I think I have a 10mm. So.
Just if you hover your mouse over the weapon, it'll tell you what kind of bullets it takes.
Oh, okay. So 10mm.
And you can tell what weapon you have equipped because it's got the little square next to it.
Okay. All right. 10mm round.
Also, there's not really a reason to have more than one 10mm pistol unless you intend to repair it. So you can go ahead and sell those to get some money as well.
Oh, I didn't even realize I had multiple.
Oh, thank you. You can also see how it says items.
Give me that dish.
Okay. There you go. Thank you.
You have the kitchenware on it.
See where it says items up at the top?
Yeah.
If you click on that, or on either of the arrows, it will actually cycle through the different types of items you have, so that it makes it easier for you to find things. You can do that for the right side of the trade menu as well, so you can cycle through specific categories of things that she has.
Okay. How long did you put it in for?
22
Okay.
seconds.
Alright, is the tunnel snake outfit actually good, or melee weapons +5? Okay, I see. Okay, so the helmet and the glasses actually don't seem to do anything. That's good to know. Jumpsuit, security armor. Oh, the jumpsuit actually is better than the armor?
Probably because the armor that you're wearing has taken a lot of damage.
The jumpsuit says it has like +2 to melee weapon and speech +2. Does that affect too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are temporary bonuses that you get for equipping it. Temporary meaning you get those bonuses as long as it's equipped
Okay.
and not broken.
And real quick, the DR is...
That's the defensive rating.
Okay.
How much damage it resists.
Oh, okay, so the
The
security
number
armor...
itself is vague, but the higher the number, the better.
Okay, so the security armor is better than if I don't care about the pluses.
Yeah, the CND is the condition. That's how close it is to breaking.
Mm.
Yeah, trust me, this pizza would not get burnt in 22 minutes. The box actually says to do it for like 14. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Is your oven just shitty or what?
It depends on what you're cooking. So...
Huh.
I haven't had issue with it otherwise.
We usually like the pizza a little bit crispier, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, with this particular kind.
With this particular, yeah.
I like
Give me a second. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay, we want actually the armored vault and the jumpsuit. Okay.
That's all I got. You have 19 red roach meats.
Yes. They're all gonna be sold. Look at that, I made money.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you pick up everything. Eventually,
the
you get
barbarian.
everything. Pre-war money.
As represented by this pile of junk.
Yes. Sensor. Wonder glue. Cigarettes are expensive.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Hmm.
The percentage that it lists for, like the DR for different apparel, it actually just adds. So, he said, like, if you have something with a 30 DR and something with a 20, it actually gives you 50. It's not the way that percentages would normally work.
I didn't realize that it was a number expressed as a percent. I really wish that they made that more clear. Why not just have it expressed as a percent rather than an arbitrary number? That, and why does the Fallout 3 official game guide suck so much and not mention that at all?
It was made by the same people that did the Tomb Raider one.
It might be Brady Games.
I think the one I had was Prima.
Going back?
Oh, Prima, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I've bought my things, and is the Mentat temporary thing?
It is temporary, yes, so you want to use it as soon as you're about to do it.
Okay. And quick save. I guess I could stand here and get radiated. How do I check that? Stats. General.
I like the
Stats.
excellent pizza story.
The what?
The story that Meso Gamer just posted.
Where do I check how
Oh.
much radiation I have?
It's in the upper right. Also in the tab menu, it's under Stats, Status, CND.
Oh, okay.
Or RAD, sorry. RAD, not CND.
Oh, okay. So we want 600? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're gonna be here a little bit.
So what are we doing?
We're getting irradiated for a quest.
Okay.
Yep.
Why do you need to be irradiated?
Because she asked us to.
How is this in any way a good idea?
Because we
It's
can get
not.
healed.
That's the best part. Everything she asks you to do is not a good idea.
We can get healed though, right?
Oh yeah, she will cure all your rats for you.
This is taking forever.
Where does it show the number?
At the top, right?
Well, no, that's saying that you're getting
Uh-huh.
+2 every second.
But the little
Yeah.
bar is going up.
The notch that you need to be above, I think, is the third larger notch. You need to be above that.
Yeah.
Lord.
Well-
Can you just wait?
It'll be faster if you drink the water rather than just stand in it.
Oh, I didn't realize you could do that. Excellent.
Behold, he is coming with the clouds.
Oh my god. Shut this guy up,
It's your
goddammit.
favorite one. Ooh, that
No.
water looks really cool.
Gets irradiated for money.
Women and children of the earth, come forth to gather and behold the power of Atom. Let those who dwell here in his favored land.
Dude, I'm just gonna say I wouldn't stand in this water for too long. As I sit here
He's
drinking
been
it.
standing there almost his entire life. You would think he would have died from radiation poisoning by now.
Writhing in the filth of their humanity.
Hold A to charge your laser.
I am 542, just a little bit more. Okay. Can I activate undetonated atomic bomb? Why would I want to activate it?
No, it means interact with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I still lack it. Okay, I still need to eat those mentat things. Items. Need. Okay. The bomb appears inert, but further examination reveals that it's still operational and still quite dangerous. With the right gear, it would be trivial to rig it for explode. To disarm would take highly skilled. So I will attempt to disarm it. I have successfully disarmed it. Excellent. Alright, and I should just hit over 600. Yes. Excellent. I'm trying to remember where I saw her. I think it was this way. Okay, good. You're behind the counter.
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter?
You realize how ridiculous this is.
I can tell. You're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up.
If there's an option that has like a stat in front of it of some kind,
Yeah.
then you'll want to choose that. It doesn't matter which one, just choose that.
Okay.
That allows you to improve the quality of the book.
Okay. It says perception. If I listen closely, I can hear my jeans crying.
That means your perception stat is high enough for you to be able to choose that option. So you should in this case.
Okay.
You don't. That's not always the case. I mean, it's not always that you want to go with that particular.
Yeah.
The dialogue option that's a stat. It's just in Moira's case here for this quest, you always want to do it.
All right. I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it? Okay. A little ramen milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive. Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least.
Is a mutation, can that be
Take
benign?
a few radiation chems.
Mhm.
That's my little way of saying
It can.
I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn.
Rise experiment has an unexpected side effect now. When you suffer from advanced radiation poisoning, crippling limbs automatically regenerate. Meaning...
Your limbs, your head, and your torso can all be crippled individually by losing their respective body part HP completely. When this happens, you experience significant negatives. If one of your legs is crippled, for example, you will move a lot slower. If one of your arms is crippled, you won't be able to aim as well. Things like that. What this means is, if you are above the third tick on your rad bar, your crippled limbs will automatically regenerate HP over time and not be crippled anymore, which is handy. However, Being over advanced radiation poisoning has negatives on its own, and I wouldn't really recommend it. But if you happen to have to be in that situation, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. So should I continue the research on the first chapter then, or?
Yeah. There's no reason not to have one going.
Yeah.
Scavenge food from one of those huge stores out there.
You don't have to do it
We
right
need
now.
someone to research how
Even
to
if
travel
you
through a
accept the
mine,
quest,
and
not
that'll
like
cover
it's
the first
True.
right
section of
now.
the book,
Yeah.
which strike.
The next thing I would suggest you do is go talk to Lucas Sims. Now that you've disarmed the bomb, you can complete that quest and give you a house.
Yeah.
Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there. Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town.
Isn't that exciting?
Try.
Minefield is a little dangerous. Probably not
sense.
best to do that right now.
Yeah.
The place itself isn't dangerous so much. It's getting there that's the harder part. There is Minefield itself only has one enemy in it. He is kind of hard to kill at a lower level, but it can be done. Otherwise, all that's there is mines, and those are entirely up to player skill to disable, and they're not that hard. But getting there, because it's kind of far to the north, getting there is actually pretty dangerous for you right now, so, you know.
I'll be damned. Here's your reward. Hell, it ain't much to look at. But talk with Moira. She's got...
Yay. The power of the atom.
Stay safe.
And you Rankua.
Oh. Oh.
I tend to distribute points such that all of my skills are exactly even with one another. But people don't like doing that because if you do that, then it's not until really late in the game when you're good at goddamn anything. I just do that because I'm OCD and I need everything to be perfectly even.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Pro tip, putting points into barter does have a point. While speech is a useless skill, barter actually decreases the price of items in stores and increases the price you can sell things to them at.
Oh. Automatically?
So,
or...
you know, automatically. With the higher the skill is, the better it gets.
Okay.
It's that directly. You don't have to invest in it now. Again, by the end of the game, these all should be 100, but... You know, if you want to make things financially easier on you, that's viable.
Yeah, I'll throw a couple points into that because I can't think of anything else. So, and now for a perk. How come everything else is like closed off?
Because you don't have the requirements for them.
What is a gun nut?
Obsessed
It
with
is one of those ones that increases skills by 5 points, which are useless.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Which ones do we have that aren't one of those?
There's intense training and swift learner. Joel says intense training is the best though.
Well, there's also Lady Killer.
Right.
You don't have to take it now, but take it at some point. It will give you unique dialogue options.
Yeah. I'll go with intense training
Well, we can
for
kill
now.
the first grade teacher later.
No, I'm not gonna kill her. She's important. She's probably essential, if anything.
It also doesn't mean it's not killer in that sense.
I know.
I'll do intense training and then maybe take the lady killer next time.
Okay.
And I will throw that into... I'll throw it into agility again.
Okay.
Okay.
I like the 1 charisma.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's alright. Charisma's not worth anything. The only problem with having a low charisma like that is it means you can't get the animal friend perk. What that perk does is it makes it so that certain wildlife out in the wilderness that would ordinarily be aggressive to you will not be.
Good to see you.
It's, yeah, situational.
Watch out though. She's different.
Maybe something might fly into the soup. I guess I could go out and look for that minefield thing.
A little dangerous at this point, but you could. That said, there is one other thing you need to do here at least.
Oh, the house thing, yeah.
Well, not that. I meant quest-wise, but yeah, you could go check out your house, deposit some things, maybe.
Oh, I'm still looking at the chat, so yeah, I've read that before. That was.
What is it?
Clementine will remember that, Lee will remember that, Larry will remember that, Kenny will remember that, Lily will remember, and it just kind of keeps going on
Yeah.
for like an hour.
Does somebody live in a bus? That's kind of amazing.
Yes. That is Nathan and Nathan and his wife.
They like wielded two buses together. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, in the post-apocalyptic world, you gotta.
Why is everything so shitty? Like, as somebody pointed out, it's been 200 years. Like, you'd think that they would be slightly more advanced.
Well, I guess stuff blew
because
up,
for
so.
some reason people didn't band together and immediately like start making the world better and improving it. People are kind of just all out for themselves. It's like the Fallout world is like Walking Dead world where everyone's against each other, except there's no reason to be because zombies aren't a thing.
I don't look like Data anymore. I look like a nerd.
Do you have a robotic hand?
I don't think I do.
No, it's just
it's
a
the
glove
Pip-Boy.
with Pip-Boys on it.
It doesn't look like a ruined couch. Looks rather nice, actually.
Bethesda, failing even to impress users with their textures.
The Mentas is worn off.
Well, isn't that a shame?
I'm trying to find the apartments. Hang on.
They're fake.
Your house is back toward the bus. Your house is right near the front gate. Megaton might seem like an innavigable mess right now, but it actually is arranged not stupidly, as it might seem. Literally, everything's just kind of in sections.
Wadsworth.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wadsworth, your personal robotic butler.
I want a personal robotic
I'm here
butler.
to look after your needs and to keep you.
You should ask him to tell us some jokes.
What can I? I was going to attend the clairvoyance meeting, but it was cancelled due to unforeseen events.
That's terrible.
My humor emitter array requires recharging.
Really?
Certainly, sir.
It
Here
only
you
had
are.
enough humor to make that one shitty joke.
Yay, purified water.
That's the best part.
Certainly, sir. Here.
Purified water. Get all of it.
I like the monkey butler. The monkey butler was the most random freaking thing ever.
Yes, I speak with Laura Brown at Craterside.
Okay, so you have to speak with the steward of the town, too. And I put my bobblehead in.
There's lockers around that you can put stuff into, which is very handy.
Yeah. Ooh, I have food. Take it all.
Nothing wrong with that. I usually literally go around and pick up every piece of random junk all throughout the place, and I sell it. just because there's no reason for it to be there and it's worth money.
Yeah. I have a shack door. This is a really rundown house, but I like it.
It is, but at least it's your house.
Indeed.
You will actually get to see what the other place you could have had was at some point. Whenever you feel like going down to Tenpenny Tower, it's whenever you feel like going there. There's nothing that's going to direct you there. So
Yeah. So where's the
you
other
will get to see it.
At?
Press tab. Go to data. Go to quests.
Okay.
Pick a quest. That pretty much this will keep track of all your active quests. You can pick any quest to do. I would advise ignoring the 5 quests that are the DLC quests.
Yeah.
The one that you're doing right now, like the main quest, I think is following its footsteps.
Yeah.
It should direct you to the bar here.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm going to make you shoot him.
No. Okay.
Watch it, will you? Can a man eat in peace? Whatever.
Okay, you can eat in peace now, Andy. I'm looking for Colin Moriarty. Moriarty.
Well, you're not in the right place for that.
Oh. Okay.
As the compass indicates,
yeah,
it's pointing.
I'm used to seeing like the icon on the door itself.
Yeah, Bethesda didn't actually start doing that until Skyrim. In all the older games, it's on the compass.
Okay. If it blinks, what does that mean?
It means you're close to it.
Okay.
And it means it's a door, I think.
Oh, here we go. It's closed.
Just wait. It probably opens at 8 or 9. Oh, no, that's not the front door. That's the problem. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That one will never open. You could lockpick it. I think you have the lockpicking skill for it if you want to.
Yeah, don't want to make him mad
though. He will not react to it at all as long as you sneak while you're doing it.
Oh, okay. Ah, person, you're in my face. Move away from me, please.
Good to see you. Come on, you piece of junk. Hey there.
Talk to Gob if you need something. What kind of
Yeah,
name is
Gob's the guy behind the counter.
Gob?
It's the kind of name you give a zombie.
I suppose that makes sense.
Something? Drink, maybe?
Boy, you're looking bad.
Anything at all?
Gah, fuck, what are you? Let me think about it for a moment, my good man.
You're not gonna hit me, yell at me, not even berate me a little bit? Well now, that's a surprise.
God, he sounds like somebody.
Skyrim. Probably. Bethesda uses literally the same 3 voice actors for every one of their games, so yeah, he will sound familiar.
I'm trying to think.
But for you, I'll risk it.
I can't think, but I know I've heard it before.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't played Skyrim enough to know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I usually keep my head down.
It's even got like the gravelly thing going on too.
But talk to Moriarty, he'll know more.
I like it when I've got like the inconsequential NPCs going on, and like they did all the voice acting and stuff, and you can immediately tell when it's somebody different, because it's like, holy crap, somebody new to listen to.
Yeah.
Moriarty's your best bet. I wish you luck. Go ahead.
You have an interesting name. You must be something special.
Hey there. Yeah, I remember.
She is actually not important,
That's not
but
talking
interesting to talk to if you want to.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll help you. Sorry, kid. Talk to Gal. Well, for you, a room and some company will run you. Okay.
Is she a prostitute?
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay.
What gave that away?
Probably the company. Where the crap is this dude I'm supposed to talk to?
A traveler, eh?
Pay attention to the compass, always.
I try to do it without too much, though. It's blinking, so...
Nah, there's no reason. There's no reason to not be looking at the compass.
Found him.
Pretty much. Colin Moriarty, at your service.
He's
Welcome,
Scottish.
Moriarty.
Or
My
Irish, I
saloon,
suppose.
my home,
Yep.
my slice of heaven in this
He's the only one in the game that's like that, that I can think of.
I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are
Thank you,
a thing
pizza.
of the past.
Okay.
Is it cardboard pizza?
No, it's thin crust, though. I'm looking for my dad.
My God, it's you. The little baby.
I'm looking to score some drugs.
Persistent little bastard, ain't ya?
Does anybody here have any
Heaven knows,
drugs?
it seems. It's been a long time. Oh, your daddy
no
passed
drink.
through here already.
Nope.
Here and
Okay.
gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct?
Little kitten. Come here. Come lay in my lap, kitty. Come here. Hey, boy. How
The
you
vault's
doing?
been sealed for 200 years.
God in heaven, would you listen to yourself? Do you honestly believe that's true? The lies they put in that head of yours.
Colin Moriarty is an
To
asshole.
the vault right after you were born. To keep you safe, you see. I remember.
But I remember being born. It looked like the vault.
That's right. Your father, his
To
brother
be
was a
fair,
friend, and
you
suckling
you were born in a place that did look like the vault, and you could argue that you remember it, yeah.
Yeah.
No matter. That
But
big
he
round
wouldn't know
door
that.
is open now, hasn't it? Daddy's gone.
Extraordinary
You need
circumstances.
to know why. Could be I know where and why. Ah, I see. You know, I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there. From some other fella, escaped. Oh, 5 years back. All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you, hmm? You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be straight.
Yeah,
with
he's gonna be straight with me.
Your dad was here, and now he's not. And yes, I
Nah,
know
he's
I'm
not going to be straight with you.
But what you're
Why would you
asking me
expect
for
that?
is information, and information is a commodity. Let's say 100 cops, and Daddy's location is yours. Very reasonable. Excellent. Your dad raised a smart kid. Really no substitute for the love of a father, now is there? Speaking of dear old dad, he went southeast into D.C. to
Into
the Galaxy
DC.
News radio station. Good luck now.
Yeah, he went into downtown DC, the one section of the wasteland that's very difficult to navigate, filled to the brim with enemies, and clustered with a lot of crap.
It's almost like he knew it was an ending area.
What's the big idea?
He actually... Well, you'll find out.
Yeah. I can steal ashtrays.
Good to see you.
Yes, you can. Why you would, I don't know.
Oh wow, the sky looks really cool. Not quite as good as Skyrim sky, but I suppose we can forgive it for being Earth.
I would say neither one of them looks as good as World of Warcraft Sky, but
I haven't seen that one.
it's pretty cool looking.
Trying to see if I can see any constellations. I'm no good at that. one.
I don't think you can. Oh, well, I don't know if these stars were actually mapped out the way they are in real life. I don't think they are.
Yeah.
They look too numerous and too clustered to be real.
Okay, so I've got that then. Find a Galaxy News radio. I assume I can't do that yet, though.
You can. You can do that right now. That's what the game expects you to do next.
Oh, okay.
Because it is the main quest. At this point, you have free reign. You can wander around the wasteland. You can go do quests. You are somewhat vulnerable because you don't have a lot of bullets, and you're low level, so you don't have a lot of HP. Your armor isn't very good. If you stray too far from Megaton, things will start getting difficult.
Okay.
However, if you want to boost your level up a bit, there are a few places on the map that you can head straight to from here that will have quests that you can get experience for. Another option is just continue with the Wasteland Survival Guide. And of course, you can always just keep doing the main quest. You should be able to handle everything in the main quest one at a time, and it will slowly level you up appropriately.
Okay.
Basically, following the main quest is progress. Everything else is do whenever you feel like it.
Right. I guess I'll do Survival Guide then.
Okay. All you have to do is bring a landmine to her, so the quest itself isn't that hard. To complete the optional objective, you have to... Oh. Oops, I had them backwards. Yeah. You have to disarm a landmine, which is not hard to do, but I'll explain how to disarm them, because it's not... You're probably going to have to practice at it a bit. It's not
Okay.
explained or very clear.
I assume going out in the wasteland at night is a bad idea.
Actually, no. Not necessarily. You could, if you wanted, go sleep in your house until it's a light time out so that you can see better. But, like, the enemies that you'll encounter won't change, so...
Okay.
It's the same.
I'd rather just see better, honestly. I can just wait, though.
Well, I don't know, Flustered. Are there actually that many stars visible in the night at once? In, like, that tightly packed together? Even out in the country, I can't see that many. And sure, it's because there's light pollution, but...
I've seen photos of, like, people out in the middle of nowhere, like, at night, and you look up and there's, like, freaking billions of the things. So,
oh, really? Okay, I didn't realize that many were visible. I figured it was just another trademark Bethesda lazy, let's put up a black screen, scatter dots across it, and call it space. That's what I figured it was. I sincerely doubt it's actually accurate, but I don't know.
I did like the thing in the chat, just who... The moon's way too big. Who dragged the moon closer to the Earth? Jim Carrey. He did do that.
I assume causing havoc and terribleness.
Actually, don't know if that had any effect on that movie.
It should have.
Well, pardon me for not knowing a lot about astronomy. It's not really my thing. I'm more focused in microscopic sciences, not macroscopic ones.
Good pizza.
Although black hole physics are amazing. Probably my favorite part of physics class this past semester, learning about black holes.
Alright.
Welcome to Megaton.
Like a weird robot
Megaton.
welcoming people.
Yeah, that is a Protectron. You will encounter aggressive ones, but not here.
Everything is just kind of a desolate wasteland.
Yeah, that's... Remember in one of JonTron's reviews, he said Fallout 3 is a game that's supposed to feel empty? He's not wrong. It is.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, you have the quests that you're on right now you can go and do if you want to do that. There are a couple places on the map I could point you to that you could just kind of wander and explore for yourself that are not dangerous for you right now. You know, there you have lots of options. It's very much a free, open exploration game.
Mm. Yeah, do the landmine thing. I love these cars just completely burnt out.
Well, they are 200 years old. Also, interesting thing about the cars in this game, if you go up to one, keep in mind the motors of these cars are in the trunk. If you go to the trunk of these cars and the motor's still in them, if you shoot at them enough, you can get them to explode.
Yeah.
I tell you this, and it's important because you can use that to your advantage as an environmental hazard.
Oh, okay.
The explosion will be strong enough to take out pretty much any enemy immediately next to it and severely damage others.
Mm.
Can you pause that thing?
No, because I'm not the one playing, but what's going on?
I was wondering if you were running to get my mail for me.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
I see enemies on the map. Ah. Oh, I think I got a headshot on that guy. Nice.
That's my name, don't wear it out. What?
I feel like that chalk should have probably washed off by now.
Most likely.
Of course, unless somebody's like drawn it with it.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty much our upstairs neighbors. Want to stomp around and slam crap. The hell?
Hmm?
I think it's its jawbone, and I can
Oh.
search it. That's awesome. Because I like completely pulverized the head.
Well done.
Interesting.
I like how you didn't fall somehow.
The rebar.
Always the rebar.
Always. All these empty boxes. There's gotta be one good locker eventually. Right here.
This is now the second exploded toilet we've seen.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Walking Dead.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I found a school.
You found a what?
I found a
Oh,
school.
yeah, you're in Springvale Elementary. There is not much of note here. There is some important loot you could get, but there will never be a quest that takes you here, so...
Oh, okay.
That said, it is a low-level area. If you kill all the things in it, you'll get some good experience. There's probably some loot in here, like some skill magazines or something like that you can get.
It is dark.
You can only see
Hold
shadows.
tab.
Oh yeah, I forgot you
What's
could.
Said hold, or, I'm sorry, yeah.
Does that take batteries or something? Or...
No.
You're dead, meat sack.
No, you're dead, meat sack.
Finance clipboard.
You never know. You can always
That's
sell it.
very important.
Is it actually?
Well, it shows you the finances of a place that made money 200 years ago. That sounds pretty important to me.
It might be interesting.
Could make good reading material.
Why are there always burned books in these things?
Because all the books in the world are burned.
I'm sorry, I just remembered, Jeremy, I think it was Jeremy, freaking out about, like,
Still
how you
100 again?
can't trust eBay, because he's like, I knew this guy who tried to order a PSP off of eBay once, and all he got was a burnt box! He said it in that exact tone. He was, like, extremely pissed off when he's, like, he just got a burnt box. He's like, yeah, I hope he got it and showed it on YouTube. All he got was a frickin' burnt box. I'm like, well,
I
then
think
if that's
you'd be
true,
able
then
to
I
send it
think
back,
you can
yeah.
get your money
You
back.
dispute it.
Like,
That's funny.
You can. eBay has a lot of measures in place to try to prevent
Yeah.
people from getting ripped off.
it was eBay or Amazon. It was like he just.
Well,
I
it
just-
definitely wasn't Amazon.
I just love the burnt
Because,
box.
well, I mean,
thing.
it could have been, but, like, Amazon's way harder on that stuff. Like, if you pull that crap, that's
Yeah, you're gone.
Amazon will have your head.
I found a door I can't unlock, and I'm annoyed by this. There's level...
Tilde, click, unlock. Tilde.
It's a level 100, though. Like, what's behind it? Why does there need...
Probably, honestly, not much of importance.
A plate with a croissant.
It just annoys me.
Even if you find locks that are, like, the best, hardest locks, they rarely have anything good behind them.
Well,
I can think of one very hard locked door off the top of my head in this game that is entirely pointless because you can literally walk into the next room over and go through the wall. Like there's a big hole in the wall you can just walk through. It's pointless.
Yeah, I actually noticed that. I wasn't sure if I was seeing that wrong, but yeah, when you loot the raiders and take their clothes, they actually end up with more clothes than they started with.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how this game works.
Anyway, on the subject of stupid stories involving the kids, this is an old one, but a classic one. Not sure if I've told it before.
Golden oldie, as it were.
One time I was talking to Jonah on the phone, and he's like, hey, if you had to pick between getting an Atari 2600 or an Xbox 360, which would you get? And I'm like, well, gee, I wonder. I think I'd probably get the Xbox. He's like, well, I don't know, because I've heard lately that if you're playing online with it, and if you're even suspect of hacking, then even if you didn't, they can brick your system. I'm like, I don't think that's true, but even if it is, like, it's still a better system by far, And he, like, kept coming up with all these arguments, like, I don't know why he even asked in the first place. And he's just, like, coming up with all these stupid arguments for why, oh, the Atari would be the better choice. And it somehow got to the point where I'm like, well, you know, you could play offline and never have that problem then. He's like, no, even if you're not connected, they can remotely brick your system. It doesn't matter what you do. If they just hate you, they can just do it. I'm like,
Completely
Jonah, you're
false.
full of shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to talk to Grandma now. And I give the phone to Grandma, and he freaking whines that I was arguing with him. And then I'm off doing something else, and I just hear her yell, Josh, what did you tell this kid? I'm like, I didn't do shit. Like,
This sounds
didn't
this
do
sounds very
anything.
thick. I'm kind of impressed that living in that environment, having to deal with that crap so much, you didn't like storm out of the place.
Yeah.
Well, hey, housing and food, don't have to pay for it.
That's true. But there's only so much a man can put up with.
Yeah.
Although I do sympathize because I had the exact same situation here for the longest time. When my nephew lived here, he would kind of use my parents against me to his advantage because they would always side with him over me on anything. So, yeah, I know exactly what it feels like.
These raiders suck a little bit.
They are low-level enemies. Yes, they do suck.
I like to see the red dots. But where are you?
They might be on floors above you.
Found them.
If you didn't, actually, yeah, I was gonna say if you didn't see the post, obviously you're not checking it. Somebody said, that when you do that, like, zoom in on people, you can choose multiple places to shoot.
Oh.
Like, you can do
Yeah.
multiple shots at once while you're in that.
You can pick any part of their body to shoot at, and you can pick different parts to shoot at. Each choice is independent of one another.
Mm.
Also, I see you're using a Chinese pistol. What happened to your 10mm?
I wanted to try something different, so...
Oh, okay. Whenever you get a new weapon, the very first thing you should do is compare its damage numbers. Had you done this, you would have found out that the Chinese pistol also takes 10mm bullets, but is not anywhere near as strong as the 10mm pistol.
Oh, okay.
So it is actually kind of a waste of bullets to an extent.
Okay.
The 32 Magnum is also not a very good pistol, but at least it takes a different kind of bullet.
Yeah.
And you don't have any other guns that use that kind of bullet right now, so it's acceptable. But the Chinese pistol is entirely useless.
So I can, like, click on... I see, okay. Oh! His head kind of...
Ludicrous
went
gives.
away.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Jibs. I don't actually know what the word is.
Potato crisps.
Yes.
Potato sack.
What are potatoes?
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Oh, I can't search the skeletons. I'm used to being able to search skeletons.
You searched the skeleton. You found bones.
Can get bone meal for alchemy.
Or for dyeing things white. Is that a turtle shell?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's sheltered.
Oh yeah,
closer.
it's that thing. What the hell?
Hmm.
I don't get the joke.
What? What?
Okay, I'll read this out. Maybe I'm just not getting part of it. Two scientists walk into a bar. The first scientist goes up to the bartender and says, "Can I have some H2O?" The second scientist turns to the first and says, Why did you call it that? We're not at work anymore. You could just call it water. And then the first scientist swears to himself and in an exasperated tone exclaims, "Damn it, my assassination attempt is ruined." I can't talk, but...
It's because pure H2O is toxic.
Oh?
Yeah. When we drink water, we're not actually drinking H2O. What we're drinking is a mixture of
it has, like,
H2O,
crap in it.
pure hydrogen, H3O, and then some other mixed in minerals and stuff.
These damn raiders, I don't know where to find them. I'm completely lost. Okay, let's just get out of here.
I will double check myself though, because I'm not the greatest at chemistry.
Okay, that actually makes that makes sense then. Assuming that H2O2 is toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought pure H2O was toxic. I didn't.
I don't think it is.
I thought it was. I thought just the pure H2O is. I thought it was actually the mixture of different ions that we were drinking is not toxic, but I thought the pure was. I don't know.
I've been curious about Binding of Isaac. I've never actually watched anything on it, but it looked like it could potentially be pretty fun.
Isn't it just a room-to-room shooter? I thought it was...
No, it's a roguelike. Well, I guess you could look at it as a room-to-room shooter, but it's a game in which the upgrades and things that you're going to be getting throughout the game is based on how well you play and on random chance. So every time you play, it's different, and your strategy will have to change because you're going to be getting different upgrades and items. So,
Anyway,
Oh, I was right. H2O is bad for you. Okay. Just not toxic. It is bad, just not toxic. My mistake.
We're supposed to drink water.
Anyway, as with anything, if you want to give a game or something, then by all means, you're definitely welcome to. We'll never request people to do that, but if you want to, then that's good. So, what's the Steam account for us? Is it just your...
Just Jadder's Edge, yeah.
So just the last name, that's it? Just no, like,
Yeah.
letter
I
or
don't
anything?
know if you guys will... I don't honestly know if you guys will like it. I mean, of course, it's worth trying. And if someone gives it to you, then yeah, of course, go ahead and try it. But I didn't like it that much, and that might be because I don't like roguelikes. But it also doesn't really seem like the kind of game you guys would enjoy. I don't know.
No, I'd have to see some stuff on it, though.
I'd hate to not like a game if somebody...
Yeah, maybe hold off on it then. We'll check some stuff.
Just, I think the simplest thing to do would literally just be go and watch maybe 10 minutes of gameplay of it. You'll understand how the gameplay works. It's a very basic system. The challenge and difficulty and the idea of the game more rests in what upgrades you get, when, and how you employ them is the idea, but the actual execution is quite simple.
I've never, I don't know if I've ever played a roguelike. Wasn't Mystery Dungeon considered a roguelike?
No, Mystery Dungeon is not a roguelike.
I thought that Wikipedia
you
considered
could argue it is, but it's not a true roguelike it's only loose in the most loosest sense. It's a roguelike. It's really not. It's Mystery Dungeon is what you call a dungeon crawler.
Now, AVGN Adventures I'd probably want to play at some point, but again.
I also did not like AVGN Adventures, but
First death.
that's more straightforward platforming.
Yeah,
so
it
you
looked like a overly difficult platformer.
that's kind of what it is. I would say not as difficult as some of the other platformers you've played through. Namely, I Want to Be the Guy, but
I don't know about
that. It is definitely difficult.
Depends on how many save points there are, because I Want to Be the Guy can be gotten through, just through brute force if you save enough.
Yeah,
I mean, there's large segments you have to get through
AVGN
without it.
has set save points, and they're pretty frequent.
Oh, there's a demo for the game. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
We'll keep that in mind then.
I would say Spelunky is definitely a roguelike.
I don't know anything about them.
And I would only say that
games
because...
like Spelunky and Binding of Isaac that like everybody has played, and I just have seen nothing of.
Well, I mean, there's always time to try them.
Oops. I accidentally drank some scotch and I became addicted to it.
It's okay. You'll get through it. The next time you see a doctor, he can cure your withdrawal for you.
Okay.
I would call Spelunky a roguelike because getting the true ending and being able to get through the game effectively at all is based on random chance on as far as what items you get when and how good you are at it. And I perceive a roguelike as being any game that takes place in a single dungeon with random items and upgrades that you get. So Spelunky fits into that category for me. I guess I'm not really sure if it is considered that, but it sure as hell seems and plays just like one to me. Which also means I don't care for Spelunky very much. Which is a shame, because I like the style and I like the idea. I just don't like the execution. I would honestly rather have...
Sorry, go ahead and finish.
Go ahead.
I was going to respond to Willie there.
Oh, okay. Then just really quick. I prefer games, at least for me, that you play through, it's a longer game that you have to take more time to play through, but you generally only play through it once and you've gotten all of the content out of it, and replayability is determined by how much there is to do in the game, maybe, or how many different ways there are to go through it, rather than by a randomizer. That's kind of my feel on it, and I think that roguelikes, it's the same game over and over again, no matter what random things you get, and I don't really like that so much. Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, all I was really going to say is that, I think the splitting up Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue between GBA and DS honestly makes more sense than any of the other splitting up versions, because, like...
I would agree with that.
Like, I mean, that was released at a point when not everybody had moved to the DS yet. It was, like, just, like, around that time when it was switching over. And so it makes sense to, like, release a superior version on the superior system, but still have an alternative for people who haven't moved up yet. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. No, I mean, I'm also not the kind of person who was, like, complaining that Gen 6 should have been on the DS because it's not worth buying a 3DS. Like, there were so freaking many of those people. And the argument was basically, I don't want to get a 3DS because there's no games for it that I want, but this game that I want is going to be on it, so I hope they don't put it on that system. Like, what the shit? Like...
Kind of a self-perpetuating problem there if we run by your logic. To that logic, it sounds like the system shouldn't have existed at all, and that's not correct to say, because the 3DS is a technological improvement over the DS.
Yeah, by a significant margin.
Yeah, a significant amount. It's quite a bit more powerful, so I mean... Hey guys, I'm sorry, but just buy the damn 3DS. It's really not that expensive. And it does have a pretty good library now. It's getting there. I mean, it's not the library of the DS, but it's getting a library.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to get a Wii U, there's no games on it. I wish these games that were on it that I want to get were on something else.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if you don't really have money to buy a system, then, I mean, that makes sense, but it isn't really the company's fault for doing that.
No. Especially when, as we've seen, if you take a game and try to release it on an older platform and a newer one, or not even that, but like a platform of lower spec and a platform of higher spec, if the developer doesn't treat them as separate entities, then it screws up the game for the people who would have had it in higher quality. Smash.
Well, Smash did treat it as two separate entities, though. Like, I don't feel like the Wii U version really missed out on anything other than Ice Climbers.
It didn't miss out on much. Like that's not a good example, but it's an instance of showing that it can happen. Where, what I meant was I feel like Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon were handled pretty much perfectly because the only differences between them were a few exclusive Pokemon, which they always have. So it's like big deal.
Also,
but,
as good as Smash U is, I wonder how much it could have been also without the DS run.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like Red and Blue were otherwise without the exclusives identical. That's basically the way I look at it. What they tried to do with Smash, like there's exclusives on each system. That's fine, except that the problem is those exclusives are actual content rather than just random Pokemon that you could get otherwise anyway.
Apparently, A Binding of Isaac is actually 49 cents right now.
Well then.
So we could try the demo, see if it's anything that we would play for more than 5 minutes, and then get the game.
Well, I guess at that price, it doesn't matter what you think of it. Like, you can't really go wrong there, you know?
We wasted more money on pancakes today.
Why is it so cheap?
Okay, hold on, wait. Didn't listen to me, did you?
You just kind of got up from that.
Let me reload.
Okay, this time.
Hang on, let me
actually listen to me.
I actually like as soon as you said wait, I was looking at the mine that was right there, so it was like impossible for me to react.
Oh, okay.
You'll see in in the playback.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I tried to catch you earlier, but stream lag. I shouted wait, stop when you were coming up on Minefield, so yeah, that was kind of my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Anyway, this time, here's what you do. You know where the landmine is.
Right.
Now you're going to want to get used to the fact that they have that little light on the top of them that shows you where they are.
Yeah.
And that you want to get used to identifying their shape because they are scattered about in various places in the wasteland and they sell for a good amount of money. So they are definitely a good source of income. That said, you want to disable every single one you can because it's worth a lot of money to you. So the way you do that is you go into sneak, which I think is left control,
right,
and you walk up to it, and when you start to get within range of it and it starts beeping, just dash at it and like spam E to pick it up, and it will disable it, and then you'll pick it up. After that happens, it's not a threat to you anymore. And you just like this is a good time for you to practice doing that, so because you're gonna need to do that a lot. I would say literally every time you disable and pick up a mine, quick save and do the next one, and just keep doing it.
Okay, got one.
It's kind of awkward at first, but you'll get the hang of it.
Got another one. Nice. That
Also,
car's on fire.
yeah, it's gonna explode. Get away from it.
Okay.
There is one enemy here. He is up there in the building at the end of the road, and he will be shooting at cars and causing them to explode next to you. So.
Okay. I thought the car exploded and then it exploded more, so that was different. Also,
no. Well, when it explodes the first time, like when it just kind of pops,
Yeah.
that's its warning to you that it's about to explode.
Yeah.
The second time, when it goes nuclear, then it can actually hurt you.
The Dark Brotherhood hand is on one of those houses.
It wouldn't surprise me. Now, if you want to get up there and kill that guy, you can probably kill him. His rifle is really powerful, so he might kill you faster than you can kill him, but you can try. He has a sniper rifle and bullets for it, so you might want to try and get that from him, because it's pretty good. Well, I mean, it's not that good, but it's worth grabbing.
I actually just remembered this. We stopped by the game store today, and they had a original Xbox kiosk set up with like the system hooked up to a TV and two controllers like wired in. It was $300, which I feel is
500 actually.
Was it 500?
Yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, like 300, that's really good. Yeah.
Even 500 for something like that. It was in pretty good condition. It looked like too. The controllers weren't mangled or anything. Like
it was nice.
It was surprising that they would get something like that.
Well, he's
pretty good.
So he looks out for stuff like that.
I found a local store for myself here in Dallas that deals in retro systems, which is pretty cool. Walked in there and I saw a few CDIs and like some other, obscure equipment. Unfortunate. Oh, it wasn't actually that expensive either. I think the CDI was like 175, which is not bad. I don't think.
Yeah, I think AVGN paid like $600 for his plus the three Zelda games.
Yeah, but I think it was the Zelda games that were so expensive, not the system. I'm not sure.
Over 100, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you took him down pretty well. I usually have a harder time with him. Okay.
His name is Arkansas.
Yeah. He's named because he's related to a quest. That quest is for negative karma though, so it's not going to matter to you.
Okay. I found his stash.
Yeah, it probably just has some bullets in it. But it's worth grabbing, whatever bullets you can get.
Yeah.
Trying to think what weird stuff the game store has. It's usually the same stuff every time we go there. They've got the
Oh shit.
What?
This Skyrim suddenly flashbacks for lockpicking.
Oh yeah.
Is it just like Skyrim?
It's very, very similar to Skyrim. It's not exactly, but it's almost identical.
Okay.
Anyway, they have like this cabinet of like mint in box or just otherwise rare games. There was like a few not for resales in there. They used to have Action 52 in there.
Some sold it, yeah.
Used to have Bible Buffet in the box, like just a bunch of weird old shitty games. Now they have significantly less stuff in there.
His wife is freaking scary. His wife is like an asshole.
Okay.
She is. She's really scary. All of her employees hate her, and she knows nothing about games.
She's the one that recommended the GameCube microphone for the N64. Yeah, I remember that.
So.
Wow.
But,
why is she working there?
The hell even happened?
You probably walk next to a mine.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, I just like how in the case they have a Conker's Bad Fur Day strategy guide for like $30.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That game is so freaking like price gouged. It's ridiculous.
Is that the store one of the stores that you guys took me to?
Yeah, it is. The one that has like all the arcade machines and
yeah.
had the
Also, Brenna, I guess you're wandering toward the quest objective. As soon as you meet it, you might want to just fast travel back to Megaton because you're crippled and not in good condition.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't seem to affect my
I'm
speed.
sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to cut you off. It does. You just can't.
It's the one that also has the terrible face from like the Genesis baseball game. Like,
Oh, that, yeah.
I love that face.
That's an excellent face.
I'm supposed to literally just come to the playground? That's it? Okay, then.
We're kind of waiting until eventually they'll get like some unboxed amiibos in. If we can get those.
Yeah, they have a lot of Skylanders right now.
Because I wouldn't mind having more of them, like the Mario and stuff. It's just we don't want to buy them new.
I bought a couple that I think might become rare, but I'm not sure yet, so
It's the Ike one.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I assume Ike will be.
Depends, yeah. You really
I assume they'll all be valuable at some point.
You just can't ever tell, depending on production runs. You know that Mario is always going to be around, because Mario games will always be around, so...
Yeah. It's like, responding to the chat here, I watched... I don't know if it was actually 2 full LPs of it, but at least 1 full LP of Conker's Bad Fur Day. And I agree with what you're saying, honestly, about it looks like Banjo minus the fun. Because although the writing is really funny, and just the concept of what you have to do is, like, interesting enough to continue through the game, it honestly looks like the entire game is do this difficult or tedious or both task, and then do it 2 or 3 more times, and then you progress. Like,
I'm sorry, which game is this?
Conker.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you made it in here. All right.
It's like, just every time you have to do anything, it's always you have to do it 2 or 3 times, and it gets like progressively more annoying and doesn't look particularly fun.
You big... Oh.
Where does my money show up at?
If you press tab, there's a indicator along the top. In the stats tab, I believe. Perhaps in the items tab. It's in one of the tabs, it'll tell you.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
You'd best have cancer because I thought you had the look about you. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, this might. Sure can. That.
He is expensive.
Well, it's just because your barter skill sucks.
Yeah.
Morning.
It makes sense. Alright, I will be able to sell, I think, my, all the landmines I have. I do have
Yeah, that'll actually give you quite a bit of money. It should, anyway.
What's the,
Oh, except keep one, remember, because Moira needs one.
Right. I was gonna go to Moira first. Is there a specific thing to give more money to shopkeepers? Because I don't want to give myself money, just I want to not wait around for 48 hours kind of thing.
I don't understand what you mean.
Like in Skyrim, there's a code that, like, thing where you can give shopkeepers more money to pull from. You know? Like,
There isn't a global command for it, but what you can do, I think, is you can go into the developer console and click on a shopkeeper like Moira, and you can. There's a command to add a bunch of caps to her inventory. You could do that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because I never like waiting around like 48 hours for them there to reset their money. So
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, all you have to do is developer console, click on the person. It's add item, F, and then quantity. F is 15 in hexadecimal, and it refers to bottle caps.
My very own landmine.
Psychonauts wasn't particularly graphically intense. what would you say? Like, this
Not
person's
really,
asking,
no.
like, can my subpar
It was
Dell
a-
laptop play it?
It's a PS2 game.
It
so.
was a PS2 Xbox original era game. Its graphics aren't very intense, but also did Psychonauts get ported to PC?
It
I
does
don't
have
remember.
a PC version.
How
But-
well your computer runs it honestly depends on like specifically what parts are in your laptop and how well it was ported. Because even games that are not all
Yeah.
that intensive, for example, Valkyria Chronicles, that get ported poorly will just take up way more resources than they should. So
I think there's a few,
honestly, I don't know.
There's a few, like, for Psychonauts, like, the ported one, I think the PC one is actually easier than the console ones. There's, like, a certain part of the game which is, like, hella hard to get through, and they changed that. So, if you're gonna go for that, there's that. There's also, I think, a couple exclusive glitches that can happen in PC. I think it's PC. Either that or PS2 or... I don't remember which version. But basically the game can like soft lock at a certain area and it's complete luck whether or not to get through. That's the only thing I can think of that might have issues. But
Zengar is wanting to
Also,
get this,
again, it
Isaac
depends on exactly what kind of a subpar Dell laptop you're talking about. If it's a modern day one, maybe. If it's, a subpar Dell laptop from 10 years ago, then good lord, no, it won't. I mean, we would need more specific.
That's a pretty good way of putting it. I think I'll use that.
I think you have to like accept the friend request on
Maybe I
Steam.
should credit
Oh.
Does the sale like end at midnight or
Just a
something?
researcher.
I don't know if we have like a
I
ticking
know you
clock
may not
element
want to
here.
see any
Hang
more
on one second.
explosives for a while.
I don't remember
But
when the Steam
obviously you
sale
know your way
ends.
around them.
I think it
Couple
ends
great
January
boys of
4th.
mine.
I think I
And
can
looking at this
shift tab.
landmine, it gives me an idea.
Yeah, you can.
It's a terrible device that does terrible things, of course. But it's easy to make your own, too.
It's like you wouldn't expect Minecraft to take a shit on any computer made in the last 5 years, but it does.
And yet it does, because it's poorly programmed.
Actually, I don't know how old Brenna's laptop is, but it's certainly slowing down.
It's not entirely Minecraft's fault, though. I mean, well, it is, but not from a programming standpoint. It's also partially because it's written in Java, and Java's just not very efficient at all.
Don't take too long.
But, yeah. Minecraft is very intensive. They really, really need to rewrite it in C++. Now that Microsoft owns it, that really should be the first thing they do, because Notch said he was going to do that anyway, is rewrite it in C++ so that it runs better, but I don't know, it's Microsoft. They'll probably write it in, like, I don't know, Python and make it somehow worse than what it is.
They'll write it in brainfuck. That is a programming
They'll write it...
language.
Ah, look at this.
They'll write it in HTML.
Any day now.
I think I will stop this game for now.
Okay. You've made a good amount of progress.
Yeah, quite happy with the progress. Also, there's a building that looks like the Death Star, kind of like chopped in half.
That is a modern but not excellent Dell laptop.